Kaboom. Look like you're covered in breadcrumbs.
So that is all of our openings now cut and fully open, which is good news because we've got our windows and hopefully door to get fitted, though we are still waiting for the door to be delivered.
So last week we made really good progress. We finished up the last few bits of the wall framing, got the purlins up ready for our new roof, finished up all the sheathing around, so we've now got a bright, colourful OSB box. And then lastly, we fitted our new sandwich panel roof. And we are now so much closer to getting dried in. But before we start fitting our windows and doors, we need to make sure that water isn't going to creep its way into these walls. And the first thing we need to do for that is to tape up all of the seams and around all of the openings on the OSB sheathing. Victoria's already made a start, but there is a lot of openings. There is a lot of seams to do. If you take the low and I'll take the high.
Sounds good. Give me a hand up. Don't grunt too much. I'm not that heavy, am I?
I'm really impressed with this tape that we've got. I know it just looks like a sort of normal roll of sellotape, but it's a specialist vapor barrier tape, so it's just completely impermeable to water and it's super sticky, so it really sticks to almost any surface and creates a seal.
It's probably quite boring, but I do quite like doing the taping, although I can imagine it can get quite tedious if you're doing like a full-scale house in it.
How are you enjoying your first foray into taping?
I mean, I'm not as enthusiastic as you are.
I thought you might enjoy the fact you could just sort of turn off your brain for a little bit, because there's been so many sort of mentally taxing jobs that you've done, what with all the roof and the structure.
I think at the point where we're at the moment in our lives, I can't really turn my brain off for anything. I'm so grateful for this roof right now. The rain just came out of nowhere, so we've had to stop working on the outside. Luckily, we've got about 90% of the taping done, but this roof means that now we can just pivot, come inside and start working on something else in the dry, which is great because every minute counts on this build and we don't want to waste any time. So I'm making a start on the electrics. I don't think I'm going to have enough time today to do everything, but I can at least make a start. So the first job I'm doing is making holes through all of these studs to run the conduit and the cable inside for all of our sockets. In my little black book here, I have my very professional layout plan. You can see that. So it's quite simple. Oh, I don't think you'll be able to see this. Sockets around the room, some downlights in the ceiling, the sort of mood, nighttime, sexy, if you will, lighting is going to just come from lamps plugged into the sockets in both the bedroom and the living room. I've come a cropper a little bit over here because of where this stud falls with the corner. I can't actually get the drill in to drill through here, and I need to run from a socket that's going to be here around through that corner to another socket over there. Not really sure how I'm going to get around that. Maybe I'll have to try and bodge something with a bit extension or something. I'll see what I've got. I've got very little confidence in this working, but we'll give it a go. no. It can't go far enough. I'm through this one, not through there. My only other option right now is to add this normal sized bit holder into the mix and see if that works. It's my last resort. Oh no. Oh, the tip of it's through. I've got one more normal bit holder. Oh no, I'm gonna have to add that in as well. One more piece. Look at that. The bodge paid off. I honestly cannot believe that worked. So because on this side of the cabin we're going to have a worktop along most of this, for the kitchen on the other side, but also this area here where the dogs are going to sleep underneath. So all these sockets need to be raised up above that counter. So we're going up about 1100 mil from the finished floor. Same for the ones in the kitchen as well. I went and took the dogs for a very wet walk and I forgot to change my shoes back, so I'm working in my Wellingtons tonight. So now that all the conduit's in, I'm just pulling the wires through. This conduit does come with a guide pull sort of string already in it. You can see this plastic piece here. I kept it in just in case, but with these individually stranded wires, they go through so easily. It's very roomy inside there, so it's kind of easier just to take the end and push them through. So I'm now going to run some cables through the rest of these socket conduits, and then hopefully tomorrow morning we'll have some dry weather again and we can get this cabin wrapped.
We've got beautiful blue skies this morning, so we are now in a position to start getting the cabin wrapped. However, there is more rain forecast for this afternoon, so we're just going to have to see how far we can get with it.
Okay, so where are we starting this?
So I'm thinking if we start here and work that way, then that'll cover over the top of the door, and then we can cut it to give us the excess to sort of wrap around the opening. I'm also thinking of lower down, it's going to be a bit easier because you can help me, or you can potentially staple and I'll hold the roll out. But as I start to go up the ladder, I'm going to have to do this solo.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I have offered to go on the ladder, but I am on a strict ban, so it is
You can't be going up there carrying a roll.
Okay, I'm not fooling myself. I know it's not a perfect job, but for a first attempt, and for me especially being in a sub-optimal physical condition, I think we're doing all right.
It's not quite as tight as we wanted it to be, but it should work, shouldn't it?
I'll be honest, I don't know how tight it's meant to be. Yeah, maybe when we put some more staples in, it'll tighten up a bit, but I think it's all right. Oh, your gloves are there.
Oh, don't seal them in. We almost sealed in the staples as well.
to the beginning.
Yeah, back to the start. Right.
Right.
Oh, yeah. This week's video is sponsored by Reolink. Honestly, we wouldn't be without their home security cameras around the farm. They're just so reliable and really simple to use. As well as the cameras, we've also got the video doorbell. It's particularly useful for me at the moment because I don't really want to be dashing around if I don't need to. When someone rings the bell, you can chat with them directly in the app, or if you're not available or in a particular chatty mood, you can use the preset messages. The footage is really clear and crisp, both in the daytime and at night time. It can detect people and also tell if a package has been left outside. I only recently learnt the term porch pirate, basically somebody who steals packages from your doorstep. So if a porch pirate does show up, the doorbell will send an instant alert to your phone. The name made me laugh, but unfortunately it probably is quite a busy time of year for them. So the doorbell can give you extra peace of mind and helps deter them in the first place. It comes with a plug-in chime, and if you've got a smart home system like Google Assistant or Alexa, you can integrate it with that as well, which is really convenient. So if you're looking to improve your home security setup, now is a great time to do it. Click our link in the description and use our discount code LifeByLiving5 to get 5% off with Reolink.
Right, so now comes the most challenging part. I need to try and do all of that again, up a ladder, by myself. What do you reckon the best techers is?
Just like spray some glue and just throw it at it and hope for the best. Then you could maybe get a roller and just stick it on. I'm sure that'll do the trick.
That'll do. Right now, I just want it on.
Yeah, I've got no sensible suggestions, so I think it's just going to be a bit of experimentation.
This is bigger. This goes all the way to the top. I thought it was 120. Yeah, it's 150.
Oh gosh, okay. So what does that actually mean? Can we just do it in 2 pieces?
No.
Oh, okay.
For most of it, but not for the back.
Okay, just to bring you up to speed, we thought that we'd got a 120 centimetre roll, but it's actually 150. And this has the positive impact that we can do the front side at least in just 2 bands of the fabric. The back and part of the sides are going to need extra pieces, but this is a win still, although maybe it's only small, but we don't need to bother about chopping it down on the front, and we can just wrap it now nicely aligned with the roof line. Did that make sense?
The only negative is that Ricky now needs to take out the staples that we just put in. Are you all right in there, tent man?
Yeah, there's only like 2 more to go.
Ideal working conditions.
There?
I think so.
This wind picking up is not ideal at all.
No, it's really not. It's billowing so much.
Yeah.
Bet your shoulders are burning after that.
That's all right. You need one of those. The proper guys have like it's a long one that you just like smack it, and as soon as it hits, the staple releases. So you don't have to do this. You just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So as you can see from our revelation of realising the size of the roll of fabric we actually had, we've managed to get the front completely covered, and then the side we've just got this little cheese slice at the top that we're going to have to cover with a sliver of extra fabric, but way easier to handle up there.
The rain has arrived, albeit light, so I'm going to carry on because we're so close to getting this done. I've just got this kind of band at the back and around the sides to get done. There's obviously all of the taping of the seams and everything else, but if I can just get everything wrapped right now before the rain gets heavier, that'll be really good and everything will be protected inside. So it's been a couple of days since we were last with you guys. It just rained so heavily on that afternoon when I was doing the house wrap, and I didn't want to stop, so I carried on and just got drenched, but the camera couldn't hack it and I didn't want to break it, so that had to go indoors. But I managed to finish up all of that house wrap all the way up to the roof line, get everything taped and sealed. We were then busy yesterday with appointments and we had multiple deliveries. We had all of our plasterboard arrive, so that's there now. It's definitely going to be in the way, but at least we've got it for when we get to that job. And we also had the new sofa for the cabin arrive as well, so that's gone down in the tiny house for now. So today is window fitting day, but as you can see, there is no opening to fit said window, so I need to open the house wrap similar to what I've done with the door and prepare the openings to get them watertight, because we do not want these windows leaking.
It's going to be an exciting day today, getting some glazing into our lovely OSB box. Ricky's currently in the arts and crafts section because we need to get all of the joints sealed where the wood meets the wrap.
So we're using this bitumen tape just to go around anywhere where water's going to basically want to go between the wrap and the windows and penetrating where the wood's going to go. So it's a pretty important step, albeit a little bit tedious because it's quite difficult to work into the corners, I think.
Yeah, I think we could have done with one of those rollers.
Yeah.
To try and kind of add a bit more pressure. I mean, it's definitely sticking. Supposedly this stuff, they sell it as like a hydro block, I think is the name of the product.
Yeah.
Where you can just wrap it around chimneys, windows, roof.
Oh, I think this might be an exciting delivery.
Hola, bom dia.
Olá, bom dia. Bom dia. Estou a ligar para Vitória.
Ah, ok. Uma encomenda.
Sim, sim.
O portal.
Janela.
Janela, ok, perfeito. Ok. Quando? Agora ou?
Daqui a 1 hora.
Uma hora.
Está bem?
Sim, ok.
Mais ou menos, está bem?
Ok, tá bem.
Well, that is a phone call that we've been waiting for so long.
The door.
The door that has been arriving for, I think, 9 days?
I think it's even more. I should need to send him a pin. Right, back to programming. That's going to be an hour, so we'll try and get as much of this done as we can before that door comes. So what was I saying?
Chimneys and water.
Chimneys, windows, doors. So I'm using this basically as like a flashing. So at the moment I've just put some diagonals across the windows. I'm then going to end up doing like a flashing across this seal, wrapped over the front and then spliced out to try and cover this. Hopefully that's going to do the job of stopping the water penetrating in at the bottom. I need to just do it on those top corners as well. I don't really know if this is the right product for it.
It was the closest thing we could find, wasn't it?
Exactly. You get certain things in the States, especially where it's like stretcher tapes and just various specialised products. But because building with wood's not that common here, I couldn't find that. So hopefully this will do.
And if not, it looks a little bit like a spaceship.
The door came early and we're in a little bit of a predicament because it came on a huge lorry standing up on a pallet, which is pretty decent, but it was just one guy He got it as far as he could get it. Obviously, he's not authorised to help me carry it halfway down our property. So we're now trying to figure out how we can move it ourselves because it's pretty heavy.
But don't worry, we've got all of the apparatus. We've got a highly functioning wheelbarrow, couple of straps. We would have used the tractor, of course, but we've talked it around in our heads, and honestly, with what attachments we've got with the tractor at the minute, it's not a goer, unfortunately. But I'm feeling cautiously optimistic about this plan. It sounds ridiculous, but I think it's going to work.
I'm kicking myself a bit because we were this close to buying some forks for the tractor not that long ago, but we've just been busy and kind of gone off the boil a bit. But if we'd have had them now, I could have just swooped in, picked it up and taken it down, but we haven't. So we're using these.
Can I help support you?
No.
Okay. Well done.
Maybe we try and get over to this side. Okay.
Okay.
Is that as far as you want to go?
It needs to be over the front wheel, doesn't it?
Okay.
Do you think?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
God, I don't want to go down that hill with this.
Okay. Well, we're away.
Oh, getting that in was brutal. It's a super heavy door because it's a double French door style. We'd call it a French door in the UK. I don't know what you call it elsewhere, but a double glass door that both doors can open. And it's pretty heavy. I think it's about 110 kilos. Obviously, it's really awkward as well. It's moving all around the place. And at the moment, Victoria can't take any load. She's just there for support. So trying to get it up and into the cabin was taking every little bit of energy that I had. My arms were quivering by the end of it. So we've just had a break, had a bit of food, and the sun's come out whilst we've been in there, which is lovely. And the door is in. Had to remove it from that hefty packaging because I couldn't get the pallet up as well. So we just had to maneuver this in and slide it over there. But it's a big boy. So I finished up this first window surround with the bitumen tape. I never really showed you before, but just to show you how it works, like you can really squeeze it out. You can see here the bitumen's starting to splooge, that's a nice word, splooge out, and it kind of becomes one with the surface that you're attaching it to. So especially here, you can see it's kind of stretched out around that corner over onto the piece below it. So if any water comes on here, it will trickle over there. That's joined to this, and then it will just go onto here, roll down and go down and away. Once the cladding's on, this stuff is just going to be like the second line of defense because the cladding's going to do most of the work to take the water away, but any little bits that find their way through, this is just going to stop it penetrating any weak spots and getting into the structure of the building. So now comes the exciting and nerve-wracking part for me, trying to fit the first window. Yikes!
Easy, Tiger. We're just trying to figure out how to get the glazing out of this just to lessen the weight when it's getting installed.
Oh, it's going!
Oh, it's coming! Oh, we'd already tried a palette knife and it was not doing anything. It was far too flimsy.
I think I need to be a bit heavier handed with it.
Okay.
I'm too soft. There we go.
At last.
At last. Only another 7 to do.
On this window.
On this window, yeah.
I'm responsible for doing the minor but crucial job of labelling these trims up so we can at least put it back together how it's meant to be. What's our system going to be?
I'll be honest, I think we can just put them in a position, lay them out on the plasterboard.
Okay,
I don't think we need to label.
I'm surplus.
it's holding itself. Nobody sneeze.
Oh, it needs to come so far that way. Needs to come in slightly. Perfect.
Right, so the window is straight, level, plumb, and ready to be screwed. That process, though, did take quite a bit of jiggling around, and it became very evident while you take your glazing out. Absolutely no way that Ricky would have been able to do that had all that extra weight been in there.
So something that surprised me a little bit was how infrequently you actually have to screw in the window frames. They only need fixing, on our size, 15 centimetres-ish from the corner on the height, 15 from the bottom, all on all four sides. You look like you've shrunk considerably.
Getting the glass back in these windows was a lot trickier than it was taking it out. I had to adjust the packers because the way they came out, they wouldn't fit back in. So I've had to reduce them slightly and make them a bit smaller. I still need to put the trim around the outside edge, cut these packers down, fill all of this surrounding area with foam, but it's not going anywhere. It's all screwed in on all four sides, so it's very much secure. But I think I'm going to hold off doing that for now and focus on getting some more windows installed, because where we have them stored, they're quite in the way and we could do with just getting them in here. Plus, where I've still got the house wrap covering the window openings, it's pretty dark in here. It's not the best space to work in, so we'll get them opened up, get the windows in and allow some more light in. Don't know if I'm going overboard here with the vapor barrier tape and then the bitumen tape, but kind of have the mindset that it's better to go overboard on this type of thing than not do enough, because once the window's in and everything's trimmed out and siliconed and everything else, it's going to be a lot of work to undo all of this if water does start coming in. So I kind of feel like better to take a bit of extra time now and maybe go OTT, but be leak free down the line. This one and the front one isn't too bad because the rain drives in from the other side, so this one doesn't really get much water on it. Neither does the front, but the ones on the back are going to take a battering. So yeah, hopefully we've done enough.